Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, A.J. Smith-Shawver. How about a scouting report on him?
He really needs to be able to throw all three of his pitches for strikes in this one. Otherwise, these hitters are going to start sitting on pitches. You know, you've got to try to get the swing and miss with the curveball, and you've got to move your pitches around. Don't get too comfortable on one side of the plate unless they're showing that they just can't hit that spot.
Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Late on that fastball.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Trey Turner. Just missed. Turner measures 6 feet 2 inches. 31 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2014. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Ha! 1-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The other way. And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Not much you can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Bryce Harper at the plate now. That's ball 1. That one hooked foul. Turner runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Kelman puts it away, and there's 2 away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Max Kepler in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
1-1. Turner at second with 2 down. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. Man at second. Kepler checks his swing, appeal to third, and no swing, says Jerry Hillsdale. And now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. That's the third out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back at Truist Park, and starting in this one, Christopher Sanchez. What should we keep an eye on here?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Rip to third. Over to first. Out. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Ozzie Albies, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One down, base is empty. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Pitch misses there, 2-1. This one smoked out to left. And that's the inning. Braves go down quickly here. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Atlanta, now it's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos. Smith-Shawver back to work. There's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Ground ball right side. Albies in plenty of time to first, and Castellanos is out. This is Bryson Stott. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Second inning here, no score. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
One, two.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here is Sosa to the plate. Pitch in the dirt. Ball one. Two out, space is empty. Off the mark there. And now 2-0.
2-0 to count.
Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's Matt Olson.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here's the pitch to Olson. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Next offering misses. Now 1-2. And there's a base hit to right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Drake Baldwin will hit next. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Cat dances out of the way of that one. Riley, the lead runner at second. De La Cruz at first. One gone. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Nick Allen now at the plate. And that one fouled off. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. Stop. Tosses to first. And the inning is over. 2 left on. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
That one called a strike. 2-2 now. Way inside. Out there to center. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's one away.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Rafael Marchand stands in now and watches strike 1. And that one is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ball. Top of the 3rd, no score. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one missed.
Really good take, especially 2 strikes.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Squirts away a little bit.
No ball. 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Line drive, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Everything came together for him. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
First and second, 1 out. Stepping in, Trey Turner.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
2-1.
On the ground, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now the right fielder, Jared Kellner. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And it's through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. And that is out of play. Kellner on at first, nobody out. Just off the inside edge. In for a strike. 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The changeup missing. Now 2-2. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner takes off. In there for strike 3. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. There's the strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 2 down. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1.
No strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missing inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good job to fight that one off. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 3 innings complete, no score. On to the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Kelnick going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now batting Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1. Kepler, 32 years old, and he was born in Germany. And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt.
Ball, no.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, that's 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We're tied, 0-0. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 4th, here's a big power threat. Matt Olson. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Foul ball, still 0-2. down there. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside corner, and the count's full.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Austin Riley at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. His second of the year, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Brian De La Cruz. That's to third. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, number 73.
My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got a cannon.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Well struck right field. That's back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
One out, runner at second. Allen digs in now, grounded out his first time. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a foul ball. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights it off, he'll see another. Runner at second here, one gone. That one the other way. Stop. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Jared Kelnick. A single his first time.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That clips a corner.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swings and misses, struck him out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. Smith-Shawver back to work.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one inside, and the count is 1-1.
Well, these Phillies just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Popped up. Olsen sizes this one up, and there's one down.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Struck out swinging his first time.
That's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
This one in the air. Olsen under this one. Brings it in, and there are two down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout?
No, I'm not that cruel, but someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Almost got him.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Albies over to first in time. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here in Atlanta. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. And that's a double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. And that drops in for a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Albies, the runner at second with one away. In the dirt, blocked. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kirkering, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Strom warming up as well. Here's the pitch to Ozuna.
Ball two.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2.
Rip towards third. Tosses across to first. Ozuna is out.
Now batting, first baseman.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one ripped. That's back there. Gone. A two-run shot. His second of the year. It's 4-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Christopher Sanchez gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Orion Kirkering.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here is Austin Riley. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing, called strike. Two down, nobody on. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Now, Brian De La Cruz, 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off. Just missed. Now move to first. Riley dives back in safely. 2 runs across in the inning. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Phillies, Rafael Marchand. Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2-1 now. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. That one way inside.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Just missed. Nobody out. Runner at first. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one upstairs.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
Trey Turner now.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Daysbel Hernandez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee getting loose as well. There's a swing and a drive. Dives and makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And now here is Harper. The first overall pick back in 2010. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Here's something interesting. Lots of Braves have thrived here at Truist Park, but one guy who's done well as a visiting player, Bryce Harper. Over the first 6 years this park was open, he hit 12 homers in just 43 regular season games.
To the right side. It's in and out of his glove. Fired to second on the first, but he beats it. And a run scores.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Max Kepler at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
No balls. One strike.
That one in the dirt, and a count even 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And it's fouled away. That one to first, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond, and Castellanos is out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 1. And we're back, bottom of the 6th inning, and here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
One ball. 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting,
And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Ball 1.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
2 balls.
Really
No
had some
strike.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Late on that fastball.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now it's the right fielder, Jared Kelnick. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Pierce Johnson.
Number 38. Pierce Johnson.
So digging in, Bryson Stott.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. Tapped softly on the ground.
That's foul.
And foul ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. And here is Brandon Marsh. And that skips in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one ripped to left, and it's just foul. That was close.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch misses there. The count now 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Tying run at the plate.
Ball 3.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. That to right. Kelman has this one sized up. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Runner around third. He'll score easily. Not in time. He's safe. And it's second and third with nobody out.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Rafael Marchand. Golden opportunity right here. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Tap foul at the plate. That one finds the corner. That is strike 2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
2.
In the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Next offering is outside. Kyle Schwarber in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And they're all loaded up.
First base.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Pierce Johnson won't go any further, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. New pitcher for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. Inside, just missed.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Swing and a ball popped up. Riley under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And ball one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
On the ground, 2 ball. To second for 1. On to Olsen. That's 2. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Carlos Hernandez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Michael Harris II. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way. Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That's too low. Now 1-2. That's a little bit low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. That misses
Ball
the
three.
zone, and now it's 3-2.
Full count.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Castellanos hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Banks appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Swings through that one out in front that
1-1.
time.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one at triple digits. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Marcelo Zuna. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. And a curve is down and in. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. Line to left, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Braves 4 and the Phillies 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Angel De Los Santos.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's Harper now.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, right field. Kelnick makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Max
And the batter now, Max Kepler. And the first offering is not close. And a slider in there for a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's
2-2.
outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one missing low.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. And that misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Ground ball, Austin Riley. Zips it to first, and Castellanos is out. Third out. Phillies down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here is Matt Olson. He's already homered here in this one. Inside,
No, that's a ball.
and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swings through that one for strike two.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's off the mark. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Austin Riley. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Strom, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Ouch.
Time. Dead ball. That hit it.
So anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Here's the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. That's in there. That's strike one.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Just off the inside edge. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
And that one finds its way through.
Now batting, number 75.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin. That one fouled off.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and it falls. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded, only 1 away. And now Nick Allen.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
And a foul ball. And now the count is even.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. On to second. They get 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Raisel Iglesias. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 26.
So digging in, Bryson Stott. rule the ball. Ball one.
No.
Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Harris sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Edmundo Sosa. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. That one ripped. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Carrying well. Long gone. A two-run blast. His second of the year, and we have a tie ball game. It's 4-4. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Digging in, Rafael Marchand. Fouled off. He was late. Strike two. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Daysbel Hernandez getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Still only one out here in the inning. That's hard hit on the line. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Raisel Iglesias done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Daysbel Hernandez. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So a change being made out at second, and here's the pinch runner, Johan Rojas. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. A little bit high, and that's ball one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike. Move to second. Rojas back on a dive. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. He's under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Turner now. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Fought off foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Two down, go ahead run in scoring position. Line drive and a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score 5-4 now as they take the lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So here is Bryce Harper, known for his late inning heroics. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Caught him looking for the K. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Phillies 5 and the Braves 4. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jordan Romano. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season.
Jordan Romano.
So coming into the game now on defense, JT Realmuto. He takes over behind the plate.
Number 10.
Well, 1-run game, Jared Kelenic getting ready to hit.
It's so important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Just off the inside edge. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's down and in.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
One-run game, bottom 9. Breaking ball inside. 3-2 now. Michael Harris II in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. Fly ball to right. Castellanos gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. The Braves down to their last out. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. 1 for 4 with a double. Just missed. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Braves down to their final strike. Inside, just missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And it remains 2-2. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Pitch misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
The ball game.
The ball game, this team had to battle with that 10th man, those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long